This is something I've watched for years, in silence. And I can't stay quiet anymore. Because the rap game, the music, the image, the lifestyle, it's not just entertainment. It started with rhythm, with pain, with struggle, with voices trying to be heard. Rap was born out of injustice. It was truth-telling. It was survival. But somewhere along the way, it got hijacked. And I'm not talking about the labels or the money. I'm talking about the spirit behind it. The energy, the vibration. What used to be poetry turned into poison. Look at the lyrics today. What do we hear over and over again? Murder, drugs, sex, death, and we normalize it. We say, it's just music. But how is it just music when it's programming your mind every day? Why do 14-year-olds know the names of guns and designer brands, but not their own worth? That's not accidental. That's calculated. See, a lot of these rappers aren't in control. They're signed, owned, branded. Their image is packaged. Their lyrics? Often not even written by them. But they sell it like it's their truth, because behind them are people who profit off destruction. The more violence in your music, the higher you chart. The more sex you show, the more streams you get. But say something positive. Say something that builds up your people. Watch how fast you get shadow banned. Watch how fast your deal disappears. This isn't a coincidence. This is design. Let's talk about the videos. Dark imagery, blood, chains, serpents, inverted crosses. Why are so many artists using occult symbols and demonic imagery in their performances? Look closely, you'll see it. It's not just creative direction, it's indoctrination. And it's not just in one video, it's everywhere. Because they're telling you exactly what spirit is behind the music, and most people still dance to it. And what about the lifestyle they push? Lean, pills, guns, groupies, fast money, no accountability. It's not just wrong, it's empty. And these artists, they overdose. They get locked up. They get murdered. Yet the industry keeps selling that same image to the next young kid. Because your pain is profitable. Your death is a marketing strategy. This isn't music anymore. It's manipulation. It's demonic energy wrapped in a beat. Go to a school and listen to what the kids are singing. They memorize lyrics about killing people before they learn how to cope with anger. They look up to millionaires who never talk about healing, just flexing. Kids walk around like clones of rappers who don't even live the life they rap about. And the worst part, the cycle keeps going. Because the people in power know that if you destroy the mind, you can control the masses. So what do? Do we cancel rap? No. Do we throw away the culture? No. But we have to call out what's real. Not every rapper is demonic. Not every track is evil. But the machine behind the rap game, the business of destruction, is. And it's time we wake up. We need artists who speak life. We need youth who see through the lies. We need people brave enough to say, this isn't for me. My soul matters more than the beat. So if you've ever felt uncomfortable listening to certain songs, if something inside you said, this isn't right, that's your soul speaking. The rap game may be full of darkness, but light still exists. Choose what you consume. Choose what you support. Because every time you press play, you're feeding a spirit. Make sure it's not 1 cent to destroy you. Because in today's culture, especially in music, we're witnessing a dangerous shift. And we have to talk about it. There's a wave in the entertainment industry where some of the most visible female artists aren't just influencing style or sound. They're pushing values that, at their core, are tearing down the foundation of family. And we need to understand how. Music is powerful. It speaks to the subconscious. It shapes beliefs. When you hear a message over and over, especially with a beat behind it, it programs behavior. So when the dominant message from female artists is independence with no accountability, sexuality with no boundaries, and relationships with no commitment, that changes how people live. Especially young girls. Especially young boys watching them. We're not just talking about music here. We're talking about culture and the crumbling of real values. Over and over we hear it. I don't need a man. I'm the prize. Take his money, leave him broke. It sounds empowering on the surface, but look deeper. That's not empowerment. That's bitterness. That's pain dressed as power. What it's really doing is promoting separation, division. It tells women that needing or loving a man makes them weak. That depending on a family structure is beneath them. And if you're a man listening to this, you're told you're disposable. Useful only for money or status. This is not love. This is manipulation. And what about the way these artists sell themselves? Almost every major female artist is half naked in every video. Tongues out, clothes off, legs open. And again, it's sold as confidence. But real confidence isn't needing to be sexual 24/7 to feel valuable. Real confidence isn't needing external validation through likes, views, or lust. Young girls grow up thinking their worth is in their body, not their mind, not their heart, not their spirit. And we wonder why depression and insecurity are skyrocketing. You don't hear about building a home anymore, or raising a family with love and balance. That's considered boring. Or slave mentality. Motherhood is mocked. Women who raise children full-time are told they're wasting their potential. And fatherhood? It's barely mentioned. If it is, it's through lyrics that depict men as useless, weak, or violent. This isn't just creative direction, it's social engineering. Now, let's be clear. These women didn't wake up and decide to destroy values. They're being directed. They're signed, promoted, and paid by industries that know exactly what they're doing. They don't push women who sing about love, family, or emotional growth. They push the ones who talk about using men, showing skin, and promoting chaos. Because chaos sells. Sex sells. But what it costs is generational healing. Let's talk about the damage. More broken homes. More men who don't feel valued. More women who feel alone, even though they appear successful. More kids growing up without models of love and unity. Because what we see in culture becomes what we accept in real life. When the most popular women in music promote a me first, feelings last mentality, people stop knowing how to love. They stop knowing how to forgive. And they stop believing in something worth building. Not every female artist is toxic. There are still women out there creating music that heals, uplifts, and teaches. But they're harder to find because this system doesn't spotlight them. It's time we demand better. Support better. Create better. Because families matter. Love matters. And a culture without family values is a culture without a future. They're poisoning you. Not with weapons. Not with chemicals. But with words. With influence. With the energy they put into the world. Artists are powerful. They speak, people listen. They post, people copy. They dress a certain way, talk a certain way, and whole generations follow. That kind of influence could be used to heal, to inspire, to build. But most of what we're seeing now, it's being used to destroy. And the worst part is, it's disguised as culture. What are they actually saying? Kill your ops. Pop a pill. Spend your rent money on chains. Leave your girl before she leaves you. Trust nobody. Get rich or die trying. And we cheer for it. We memorize it. But think about what that message does to a 14-year-old listening on repeat. It normalizes death. It celebrates crime. It glorifies trauma. And then we wonder why our communities are full of pain and violence. Artists say, I'm just rapping what I lived. But there's a difference between telling your story and selling your trauma. Between surviving something and turning it into your brand. The moment you start making money off of destruction, you become responsible for what you're feeding people. Because if all you talk about is pain, revenge, and death, you're not healing. You're repeating. You're passing down poison. And it's not just what they say. It's what they show. Music videos filled with guns, drugs, strip clubs, and fake wealth. No love. No truth. No future. Young boys watch these videos and think this is manhood. Young girls see this and think this is beauty. But what they're really being taught is how to destroy their souls while chasing a lifestyle that doesn't even exist. Don't get it twisted. These artists know what they're doing. They know negativity sells. They know controversy keeps them trending. And they know that uplifting messages don't chart like toxicity. But instead of using their platform to shift the culture, they double down on destruction. Because they don't see the community as family. They see it as an audience. A check. A crowd to exploit. And who pays the price? Not the label. Not the exec. Not even the artist half the time. It's the kid who tries to live what he hears in a song. It's the girl who settles for being objectified because she thinks that's confidence. It's the family destroyed by gang violence fueled by music that romanticized it. It's the school full of kids who know lyrics about murder, but not about respect. This is more than music. It's psychological warfare. and our communities are losing. So what do? We start calling it what it is. Not art, not culture, not just music. If it destroys, it's not ours. If it degrades, it's not love. We need artists with courage, not to follow the money, but to speak truth, to uplift, to inspire, to build. Because we've got enough destruction. We need healing. And it starts when we stop supporting the poison and start demanding something real. We are all trying to be the best versions of ourselves, and I want to show you the changes that can be made in this world. Change that will have ripple effects and encourage people to see the beauty in life. To help me, help others in the most amazing ways I can. I have a store linked in the description where you can buy things for yourself, or what I would encourage is to buy a gift for someone else. Show the people in your life that you care and have their best interests at heart. Also, for the best contributions at the moment to the channel on helping and changing lives, is to donate to our GoFundMe linked in the description. No matter how far we go, the change will be felt. I'm here giving you a first-person perspective of the power of change for the better. God is within us all, and I want to bring the power to you the best way I can.